them. Really getting warmed up here. Just moments away. We'll be back right after this. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony along. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Chicago. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Hornets. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they've had an impact on the league already this year. You always hear talk about the power rankings in the NBA, and they're climbing that list in a hurry.
A surprise to most outside observers, but internally, they had confidence coming into this season. Now we know why.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then it's White. Then it's Wendell Carter. And for the Hornets, Washington out there with Hernan Gomez. And there's Monk. Then it's Bridges. And it's Graham in at the point. Steve, we still have players settling into the new season. When you were playing, did you typically start fast, or did it take a while for you to kind of find your rhythm?
Kevin, I think you're like this. I played 14 years. Those first 8, I got off to great starts. Those last 6, oh, Lord, looks like it was like my feet was in the sand. But usually you get going. The best time to really get going is at the end.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
And that one falls for Carter. And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
Monk kicks to Hernan Gomez. Lock at 6. Here's Graham. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now the Bulls with it. It's a three-point game. Levine finds Porter. Outside, White. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
The feed to Bridges. Hernan Gomez with the ball. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Goes up the baseline. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Borrego and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about the challenge of playing against a team that's so smart and under control on offense, and he said they really do a terrific job of execution. No miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And since they're down 1-0 in the season series, they'll have to do that really well tonight.
Great update, David. Thanks. It'll be fascinating, Greg, to watch them try to slow down these shooters.
No question. That's the focus defensively. But then, on the offensive end, they have to get production of their own.
The way this league is going, you have to play great defense and you have to score to keep up.
Now, here's Monk. D right on him. Nice D from Levine.
Well, last season, a season of change for the Bulls. They missed the playoffs with a 22-win season, and they did have a change of head coaches. Not the results many hoped for going into the year.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Smitty, as you said, the Bulls were a pick by many to compete last season.
Yeah, and this team, they continued to tinker with this roster. They made the trade for Otto Porter to be a part of their future. And you know what? The rebuild continues on.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Howie Markkinen's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Levine. And Satoransky subbed in for White.
And here we can check the story out on Terry Rozier. How last month turned out for him. He's right around 13 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Chicago leading by 8. To the middle, reverses, and it's good on the layup. He has 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Batum passes to Martin. Passes to Zeller. Batum for 3. Satoransky grabs the miss. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-3 run.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And here is Rozier. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Wizards in Washington. It's blocked. Here's Hutchison, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Rozier against Satoransky. Rozier the pass to Martin. Can't connect from short range.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From past the arc. He's off on that one. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in. And teams will make substitutions. Hornets trail by 16. Taking a look at the Bulls. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Then there's Carter. Then it's Porter. Here's Monk. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
One criticism of Jim Boylen before getting extended was his offense. Called too slow, too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Hornets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Pass to Washington. Shot from 16.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet he'll find the open man.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there's the pass to Monk. The 15-footer looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. And Steve, for Boylen, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach to delegate part of that game to. Lets guys like Boylen focus on player development and defense.
Graham kicks to Monk. There's 49 seconds left now here in the second.
I tell you what, he's tenacious on the drive, isn't he? I mean, Monk constantly looking to get to the free throw line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Chicago leading by 17. Lets a floater go, and Levine lays it in. Levine's got his first 2 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Graham to the left wing, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Malik Monk. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Now, here's Rozier. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Levine. No good with the wing jumper. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Jay, both in scoring and rebounding, you're doing very well. I would think you're happy with that production.
Yeah, GA, you know, I'm happy, and that was a level effort that I wanted to start with. I think, you know, it helped the team. I know when I come out looking to attack the glass, it sparks the rest of the guys. It gives us extra possessions, and, you know, we made use of them, so shouts out to that.
Well, a great half for your first time and a great effort all around. Guys?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Che. Appreciate it, Coach.
Stay on it, Rook.
Yeah, I like the energy. Keep it up. Yes, sir.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Steve, the 2018 rookie class really burst out onto the scene. What has impressed you most about that group?
I think a couple things, Kevin. First of all, they're very talented. They handle themselves extremely well off the court. But most of those guys were able to last through the rookie wall and play pretty much 75 to 82 games.
Yeah, really put their fingerprints on their team, didn't they?
They did, and a lot of those guys are leaders.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Bridges. Washington out there with Hernan Gomez. And there's Monk, and it's Graham in at the 1. Hernan Gomez passes to Bridges. 5 on the clock. Monk for 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yep, that one goes.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Graham. Takes a shot at the elbow. Misses off the right iron.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Timeout.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. And that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches.
Here's Monk. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Bridges. He kicks it to Zeller. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Rozier looking around. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebound collected by Levine. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Second chance shot. Got a hand on it.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the inside, Rozier, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Rozier's got his first basket of the night.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
And so it's Chicago in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So the Bulls 5 right now. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3. Bacon's shot is off. The Bulls shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's White. Makes it off the glass.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
Rozier against White. Here's Hernan Gomez. Outside for Martin. Passes it to Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hernan Gomez. And that one hits back iron.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Rozier against White. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And Levine with the slam.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
And so here's Charlotte. Rozier the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's the teardrop. That shot misses. So the Bulls will take it the other way. To the paint. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Shifting our games to the defensive end, which guards do the best job of disrupting the pick and roll?
Drew Holiday, he's very good at disrupting the pick and roll. Patrick Beverly, because he's going to throw his body into you. Klay Thompson does a nice job. Those are some of those guards. They don't mind taking a hit and getting through the pick and roll. That's the key.
You know who's pretty good is Neely Kina with the Knicks. He's kind of good at that as well.
Yeah, he is. He's sneaky good at it.
And Satoransky kicks to Murray. Back to Satoransky. Inside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
They get it back. It's tipped. Now Satoransky puts it up from 12. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting. And it's the Bulls with the ball. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our postgame guest who's standing by on headset near the locker rooms.
Hey, Jet here, man. I thought you guys came out focused and prepared. And once you built that lead, man, you never let up.
That's the beauty of this team, man. We try to never let up. And part of that, that's Coach. He's always preaching, stay focused on the moment. Take care of the things you can control. And we'll live with the results after, you know? So we just keep our heads down, trust in one another, and look to play a complete game.
Well, you guys listen and are very coachable.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.
Nice game, Chick. I bet you wish you could play these guys every night.
Hey, man, I'm not about to sit here and trash those guys, all right? I have a lot of respect for them. It just wasn't their night. Win some, you lose some.
Che, you've shown in the past you're not afraid to stand up for what you believe in. I'm wondering if there's any causes right now that you're passionate about. Are you doing any charity work, or is there anything that's grabbed your attention, maybe politically?
That's a good question, Patty. For the time being, I'm a little more focused on establishing my place in this league. You know, there's so much to learn, and it can be a little overwhelming. So I'm trying to get a handle on that before I do any of those things that you're talking about. You know, but I'm really looking forward to the offseason. I'll have a little more time to figure out how I can give back to the community. You know, my idols did that growing up, and that's something that's super important to me as well.